the show because our guest is already in the building.
Let's go.
You know what I'm saying? What's up, man? How you doing, B?
Listen, it's been, we're getting close to February, baby. We're right around the corner. I've had a lot of traveling weekends, but nothing till the Lehigh Invitational right now. So nice little stretch for me. I don't know. How you doing, Poop?
I'm doing well. Hey, look, not like we didn't see each other yesterday at the Naz Eagle game. We're getting a lot of good responses from that, man. Everybody's happy that Tiny's back, doing his Tiny's point of view.
We need it, man.
Yeah, man. It's been dope, man. But tonight we're going to do a pivot, man. We're going to do a pivot, right? Because last week we had a PSL.
We got royalty on tonight.
That's right. So we got PSL girl in the building. Big time scorer too. But let me tell you, man, I've been getting so many calls, DMs, friends of a friend of a friend of a friend who I've known who's been telling me about this young lady. And everybody's like, yo, Pooh, you just gotta go see her play, man. Just get some time, go see her play. And after a while, the buzz started to become real because the people who all hit me are solid people. They, people of the game. And we always want to spotlight our kids who are doing well, right? We know that the news don't cover basketball or sports in general, a high school in New York City. I don't know about on the island. I know maybe you guys get some pub, but here in New York, so it's across the board. It's across the board, right?
Across the board.
Unless they do something bad.
Yeah, of course. Well, there's been more articles about parents running on the court than what kids have done in sports. So
right. Right. Well, we're saying that, we're gonna start the show. All right?
Let's go, baby.
Let's go. Yo, is it just me, or when we watch that intro and we see these kids who are in high school now, a lot of them are in college, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And the transformation has been beautiful, man, over the years.
It's wild, man. It really is. And, before we have our guest on, I also wanted to mention that you went to a massive girls tournament that we talked about on the last show. And, we got to talk about a little bit of Naz, but tell the people how impressive that was with all the girls you got to see the other day.
Man, it was terrific, man. It was terrific. So when we walked in, I think it was Scaling had just lost, right? The team came back and they just lost. And then we saw Christ King play a very, very good game against St. Mary's.
Wow.
And boy, Josie Pinnock, man, 34 points. She just put in the show. Of course, she got Big O there as well, who had 24 points in the contest. And then, our girl, Miss McCall, who I wish you'd have let me know, because I would have ran up on her and be like, yo, we had you on the show when you was a freshman, remember us?
Yeah.
And she was incredible. She was incredible. Of course, you saw LSU, you saw Florida, you saw all the big-time schools on the sidelines.
Wow.
And then the Nazareth game was good. They came up short. And then the Luha game um, against the girls Special K. Let me tell you, and I'm just gonna keep it a buck.
You watched the girls' Lehigh team?
Yes,
How impressed were you, bro?
I was very, very impressed. I forgot number 4 name. Hun and Special K was going at it. The
Mm,
point guard for Luha.
probably Taylor Green. I mean, they have so many good girls.
Yes, and another girl who you see like and it's bad because they didn't have the roster, so I couldn't really identify them. And I'm out there
Of
taping,
course.
shaking hands and kissing babies and all that. So I was definitely watching the game, but man, that girl Colleen Smith from out California, I've never seen anything like it. She's unreal.
Yeah, they're super impressive. One of the best teams that they've built, and that girl is big time, man. Holy smokes!
And the coach talks so much smacks, so I love it. I love when the coach talks smack, man. It's just like, okay, you know what you got. You know what I'm saying? Hey, not too mad at that. But let's start the show. Welcome, welcome, welcome to High School Basketball Weekly. I am your host, Glenn Poole Harding, here with my partner in crime,
Brian Reichert.
Yes, sir. Tonight's show, we have our second player guest of the year, right? Tonight's guest is the leading scorer in New York City for girls in the PSAL, averaging 33.4 points per game.
Blow the whistle. Blow the
Man,
whistle.
oh,
Holy
we're going to do it again.
Holy smokes, man.
That is incredible. She has been on a tear. She had a stretch where she went 3 games. She had 40-plus points.
Wow.
Okay? Yes, it was crazy. She had 41 against Cardozo, 46 against Bayside, and 41 versus Newtown.
What?
Incredible.
Wow.
Incredible. They said this young lady has been a dominant offensive force over the last, few games, and she's been scoring with ease at every level. She's constantly attacking the rim, knocking down threes, getting to a mid-range, and converts at the free throw line.
Wow.
Showcasing a complete and unstoppable scoring arsenal. And today is her birthday.
Wow.
Let me tell you, once I found that out, I said, I know this last minute. Hope she can pull it off. Let me call my guy who knows her dad. And I look at my phone, already had her dad's number in my phone. This is crazy.
Of course you do.
Yo, her dad went to prep school with my teammate Dave Adebanjo from Abraham Lincoln. So again, you know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody.
In the family.
You doing the right thing, instant shine. That's how it goes.
Crazy.
That's
awesome.
Yeah. So I guess without further ado, help us welcome to the show, Hilcrest High School star and senior. Welcome to the show, the one and only London Challenor. I hope I'm saying the name right. You always kill everybody's name. London, did I say the name right? Please correct me.
It was a little bit off, but I'll give you your credit.
All right, say it for me. Say it for everybody.
Challenor.
Like Shalimar. Make that move right now, baby. You don't know nothing about that. I don't know if you know it. There you go. There's the old school song back in the day. How you doing, young lady?
I'm doing really good. I'm really good.
This is awesome, man.
I'm just glad we caught you before the party shenanigans and the pregame and the cakes and all the celebrations. We appreciate the time. I cannot believe how much you are blowing up at Hilcrest. These numbers you're putting together are insane. Pooh and I are so happy to have you on. How does it feel so far this senior year?
It feels really good. Performing, putting Hilcrest on the map finally. Putting Hilcrest girls on the map more importantly. I feel like the Hilcrest girls or girls in PSAL Queens, we get like looked under. So me performing like this is not only for me, it's also for every other girl that wants looks or is performing, but they're not getting those looks.
Mm.
Yeah, that's so important because you have a lot of girls looking up to you, and wanting to walk in your shoes one day.
Yeah.
Hilcrest boys, they have a long history of, great basketball players that come from that school. But like you said, for now to hear about what you're doing at Hilcrest is incredible. I wanted to start from the beginning. Who kind of introduced you to the game?
Um, Funny, my dad and Sunny out of Gaines, a former
Mm.
NBA player. He was,
We
Yeah.
know, yeah,
Oh yeah.
yeah, we know. Wow.
yeah, we were in the park one day, and they were helping train some kids. I was like, I want to do this.
Mm.
And then from there on, I just been playing every day, working out every day, working on my craft, loving it. And I thank both of them for really putting the ball in my hand and introducing me to the game.
No doubt, no doubt.
And then that's how you started. How did you end up at Hilcrest?
It was my zone school.
Mm. Now, did you ever feel pressure to leave, go somewhere else?
My sophomore year, like after I averaged 18 points my sophomore year, and from every game after, every coach pulled my dad aside and me aside and said she needs to go to a Catholic school.
Mm.
Now let's talk about that because, as we all know, the transfer portal's very, very busy in high school. People are transferring all over the place, and for a young lady like yourself, to doing what she's doing, where you at, most people would just leave and say, I got to play against better competition, right? But the one thing I agree with Gil Arenas. You know who Gilbert Arenas is?
Yes.
Gilbert Arenas. Hey, see, she know her ball, right? We
Of
good.
course,
We
man.
good.
Of course.
We good. He sends his son to a school that probably a lot of star players wouldn't go, so his son can figure out his superpowers. And I mean, being able to do all the things that he wants to do on the court and garner that attention and being able to take it on that attention instead of sharing the light with a whole bunch of players, which I think a lot of players fall into. Tonight's show is actually going to be called "Why Do Kids Go to Schools Where They're Not Going to Play?"
Mm.
And then I had an epiphany, and I was talking to some coaches, and again, your name came up. It was like, yeah, and tonight's a birthday. I was like, what? What better way to celebrate a birthday, on High School Basketball Weekly with us, talking about her accomplishments. Now, do you feel, or did you have that conversation with your dad and coaches and, all your supporting cast that's around you, that it's okay to stay at Hilcrest and do your thing?
Yes. With my dad, we have that conversation a couple of times. Being double teamed, triple teamed, you boxing one, and on a team that like needs me, it really like has me. You're not going to get that in a Catholic school because you have other people to pass it to. My school, only a certain amount of people I can really pass to, so I really have to work and get to the bucket and help lead me my team to victory. So playing through that really sharpens up my skills, and I don't think I would get that in a Catholic school.
Or another public school that has a whole bunch of players.
You had to, yeah.
Yeah.
And that's another part of, the thing that Gilbert Arenas said about his son is he wanted it to be as if he had to play a really good game in order for his team to win. There was that constant pressure that he had to play well for his team to be in the mix and continue to try and win games in that league. And that's kind of what you've done. But also, there's some other girls on your team who've been stepping up this year and helping you out along the way. Talk about some of those other girls at Hilcrest who have been a big part of how you've been able to be so successful this year.
Okay, my point guard Demaya, She's just a sophomore. She averages, I think, 18 or 20, and
Wow.
she's a really good guard. Knows how to control the floor. Basketball IQ is on top. She's really amazing. She's a great ball player. She's a great person, and I really appreciate her so much to have her on my team.
And those others, right?
Yes.
The ones that's getting the rebounds, the ones that's diving on the floor and doing all the dirty work, because every team needs players like that to kind of complete the mission.
Yes.
Yeah. So let's talk about the other three players in that starting five. And give them some shine right now, because you know they watching like, she didn't mention my name. She didn't mention my name. You know,
we don't want to get you in trouble.
Right now, you know, you was a big deal. Now you're a real big deal right now, Lynn. I'm telling you, that people gonna be talking about this.
Yes, I would like to my whole Hilcrest team. I love them all. Demaya, Emily, Talia, Nevaeh, Javea, Jamie. I wouldn't be here in this position without my team.
No doubt.
And I'm sure I'm missing a few people's names, but I wouldn't be in this position where I am without my team. I love my team. Everything they do counts. All the rebounds, steals, diving on the floor for the ball, you know, playing hard defense. It all counts.
Yeah.
And I really appreciate that.
That's awesome.
And London, also, you know, we haven't even talked about it, but how important has coach and honestly the entire coaching staff been during your time at Hilcrest?
The coaching staff at Hilcrest?
Mm-hmm.
They've been really good. You know, my coach, Coach Charles, he really lets me got the green light. He lets me play, but he also gives me that hard criticism when I need it. He tells me when I'm doing too much, what I need to do, what my team needs, because it's not always about scoring points. Sometimes my team may need not all those points. They may need me to get steals, play some tough and hard defense. And when he tells me those things, I listen and I produce.
Always a good thing. Salute to Coach Charles Dickens.
Yes.
Sure. Now, was it your sophomore year when you started to come to your own as a player? Like you started to love the game and see that you had a place in this Hilcrest High School team?
Yes. My sophomore year, I averaged 18. I physically saw myself getting better as a player. That jump from my freshman year to my sophomore year, I saw great progress. And that's really when I started to develop like love for the game, because I knew I was getting better. I knew I was catching up to the competition. And that part of me knowing, sorry, my cat, me knowing I can catch up, it really gave me a boost. I was like, damn, I can really do this.
And, awesome. You know, I love that you brought that up. And I think it's very important, especially, you know, for girls at the high school level. Can you talk a little bit more about how important confidence is and how important confidence can be in a player, you know, making that jump? And it's clear with you how important it's been to you.
Confidence is very important. My freshman year, didn't have that much confidence, and you could really see it through my game. My sophomore year, as I got better and trained every day throughout the summer with my father and Larry from CGE, I gained more confidence. I was more comfortable with taking different shots. Even though I may have missed a shot, I had that confidence to be like, damn, it's all right. I'll make the next one. Next shot, next play mentality.
How important has Larry Cave been, you know, in your development and being there and supporting you, and you know, having that gym that you could just go to and lock in?
He has been a great help. I don't think I would be in the position I am in right now without CGE and Larry Cave, like, and Jalen, Basketball 5, that whole program. I wouldn't be where I was as a player and as a person without them. My appreciation for them runs like so deep. That's like family. Like, that's not even my trainer no more. That's my family right there.
No doubt. Salute Larry Cave and Jalen from Basketball Fly for sure. Salute.
Yes.
Yeah, that's so awesome, and you could feel it just the way that you talk about them. It's definitely clear. Now, looking forward, I have a couple more questions. Looking forward, I'm sure Pooh has some too. What do you think this Hillcrest team could do moving forward, and how dangerous are you guys going to be in the playoffs this year?
Um, we can do a lot. Team has so much potential. Um, in the playoffs, just stay ready. Watch your backs because we're coming.
Ooh.
Yeah, listen, that division runs deep. That division runs deep. I'm telling you, that division runs deep. Forest Hills in that division. Uh, Forest Hills, I think 11-0, just like their boys team.
Oh,
Francis Lewis is always tough. John Bound 9-2, and you guys sitting right below Cardozo. And I know during the time of the playoffs, those records don't count. Everybody's 0-0, right?
Mm.
No wins, no losses. You lose one, you're gone,
yeah.
right? How far did your team go last year, and do you want to go further, at least a step further this year?
Um, I wasn't there last year. I was in Virginia, but I think they made the first round of playoffs. But with me back, I want to push my team to as far as we go. I want to go past that first round. I want to take farther than we ever been.
Mm.
And I wholeheartedly believe that we can really do that as a team together.
So that's why it seemed like you just came up on the scene, because I was like, how come I never heard of this girl before? Because it stopped 1 year. You average 18. You got a lot of girls that's averaging around that scoring mark, and then you go away, and then you come back, and you putting up these huge numbers. It's like, was she when it got cloned or something? Who is this little girl? Like, what the hell is going on? Like, no, the numbers were sick, like 40, 46, 41, and it's all being sent to my DM, and I'm saying to myself, damn, who is this girl? And that started to pique people's interest. Um, Now, do you worry about people saying that you know she doesn't play with a strong team? This is why she scored those points, right? Now, another female went through this a couple of years ago. She's now playing Division One. Her name is Nicole Milios from Staten Island, and she is the leading scorer for both boys and girls in New York City right now. And everyone will say, well, her team is not strong. She gets to shoot the ball all the time, but she's playing Division One basketball right now and playing, right? And a lot of people are not. So, do you worry about those criticisms? People saying that you're playing with Hilcrest, you get to shoot the ball all the time and score the points, but you have a teammate that's averaging 20-something points as well. So
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't worry at all. People will say certain things, but I don't let that get to my head. Um, I keep tunnel vision, keep my focus, and I don't let what any outsiders have to say about me or how I'm playing or what division we're in.
It's all noise. It's all
Yeah.
noise.
Love that. Now, you're a senior now. Are you starting to figure out your college plans? Are you talking to any schools at the moment right now?
Yeah. I mainly direct them all to my dad.
Yep.
He talks to them for me. Um, they talk to him, figure stuff out. I leave it up to him really because my dad trained me since I was in 8th grade going on now. Never told me wrong, so I trust him wholeheartedly, and I just put everything in his hands.
Mm.
And he been
And
through the process.
worry about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he been through the process. He knows how it goes. It's like, y'all not gonna play my baby girl. We gonna do whatever mistakes I made. We ain't gonna make it with you. That's how you want to get it right. You want to definitely get it right.
And also, London, I want to know, what are you kind of looking for in a college program? And, do you know what you want to maybe study when you get to college?
Sports medicine.
Oh, excellent.
And for what I'm looking for in a team, I really am looking for a coach that's not gonna baby me. I need someone who's hard, hands-on, that's gonna push and criticize me. Tell me the tough stuff that other people might not want to hear, but I need to hear that as a player to know what I need to work on. I need a good team atmosphere, you know, and girls that want it just as bad as me.
Great.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Now, being at Hilcrest, getting all this attention, do you get the fair treatment from the staff and the educators there, and the support as well?
I definitely do get fair treatment. Of course, everybody supports me. They love what I'm doing, but they don't treat me any differently how they would treat any other students. Talk to me the same, treat me the same. So I don't see a shift in that dynamic.
And you know, London, here's a question I ask a lot of girls. You know, if you're an 8th grade girl and you know you're in your zone, as you said, you know, what are some of the reasons why it would be a great place to go to Hilcrest? What would give some you know, some girls some hope to go there?
We're gonna take care of you over here. You know, we really pride like our students, our athletes too. We pride everybody. Me personally, I've grown to love Hilcrest very deeply. You know, the staff there is amazing. Coaches there is amazing. Our athletic director, Miss Bazile, Mr. Bazile, and Miss Belazier, they're really amazing. You know, I don't see why Hilcrest wouldn't be a great fit for someone.
How tall are you, London?
I'm 5'4".
Now listen to me. There's a young lady. She's 5'6", right? Around the same height. Yamani McKell. Have you ever heard of her?
No, I have not.
She played at South Shore, right? She plays at UMass. She is averaging 16 points, 3 rebounds, and 5 assists. Okay? And when she selected to go to UMass, a lot of people didn't believe that she could do it. And she's proven everybody wrong. And no matter what people say and all the chatter, just know when it's your time to step on the court and take care of business, you always have a chance to prove people wrong and keep growing to the next level and being the player that you want to be. You know, so if you get a chance, look up your. I'm gonna send up to your dad. Your dad probably knows. He probably hearing it right now. Yamani McKell. She plays for UMass and she's from New York City. So it's a young lady that I follow since high school, and she's still doing well. Yeah.
I'll definitely check her out.
I don't know, Paul. I think she did amazing. I mean, you know, I don't want to take up too much time on her birthday.
All right, so let's you know, run it through the 1 minute drill, man.
Oh, definitely, absolutely. So London, who do you model your game after?
My dad.
Hey,
salute. Salute pops, man. Salute
that's
pops.
right. That's right. He's probably like,
great player.
He's crying right now. That's my baby. That's my
baby. Now you've been, you know, you said during the interview that you love the game. You know, do you like to watch any players specifically?
I really like watching Juju Watkins and Paige Beckers. Two favorite players. Love stealing moves from their bag, and I love watching them even more.
Wow. Another great answer. What's your pregame meal and pregame song to get you going?
Oh, my pregame meal is yogurt. And my pregame song is "Soul in the Hole" by Wu-Tang Clan. Listen to that.
I think this became Pooh's favorite player.
Wu-Tang! 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 He's a Wu fan. Listen,
can't.
I go crazy when I hear young people talking about, groups or songs that's, way before their time. Wu-Tang, for sure. That's right.
Oh, that's great. Now, do you have any hobbies besides basketball that maybe we don't know about?
I write poetry and I love to read. So those are two things people might not know about me.
I love that. That's terrific.
I'll be like, yo, bring a poem on the show. let's really turn it out. That is dope. That is dope. You write poetry. Wow.
Yeah, I like that. Now, you told us about your school. Now going back to the Hilcrest team, who gets the team going in the pregame, right? Who's the best dancer, and who is the funniest on the team? Three questions for you.
My funniest teammate is Jamie. Person that gets the energy flowing. I would say me, really high vibrational person. Then Demaya, my point guard Demaya, yeah. Those are the three.
And who does the best coach impression? You got to tell us.
Look, she knows. You get no coach.
Come on,
Jamie does the best coach impression.
Wow. Listen, that's something about I don't care, boy or girl, everyone mocks their coach. I still mock my coach to this day, and I do it right in front of him sometime when we get together.
Every single timeout, right? You be looking at your teammates doing exactly what he be, the coach laughing, right? Every single time. Listen, London, thank you so much. Pooh, you got any? I mean, she's nailing every question.
She's a pro.
Total pro.
She had to be on ESPN before, man. She's doing a great job.
My dad to thank for all that.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Listen, I want to salute your dad. I want to salute Larry Cave. My guy Jeff Ward. All these people who hits me up and let me know. And also Kim Denton is a big fan of yours as well. Balling Out Loud. Just all the people that is really pushing for you and very happy for you. So just keep making us proud. Keep doing the right thing. And you always got a platform to come tell some more stories and more accomplishments. And when you get that college, right? You're like, okay, well, I'm going High School Basketball Weekly. Have them come to us, and we're gonna make it happen.
Yes, of course.
No doubt.
Thanks for coming on, London. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me. This is the best birthday gift I ever had.
Okay, come on. I'm just blowing the whistle all night. Happy birthday, London. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, London. Thank you so much.
Yes. Enjoy.
What a superstar, huh? Unbelievable.
Hey,
Giving us time on her birthday. Just such a great family. Dad must be so proud.
Yeah, man. First birthday we had someone, celebrate, right?
Yeah, I mean, for her to be a senior, giving us time before all the shenanigans start, especially with how important the day is. I'm sure she's got to get ready. It's just, we really appreciate it. We know how much of a sacrifice it was. And she had a lot of fun. That was fun. It was great.
It was definitely fun. Definitely enjoyed her presence. And like she said, she's a high vibrational person. So.
Oh man, she was a lot of fun, right?
No doubt.
And she's a bucket, man. 340 point games. I mean, where was overtime, man? That's a PSAL thing, dude. What is she trying to get her Connor Spratley on?
But this is what we saying, right? They got to do a better job of promoting their student athletes. That's the only knock that I really have on them. Besides, at the end of the year, they got to tell us only one person could be on the floor, but that's a whole nother topic. Yeah. But, definitely being able to promote their student athletes to this degree to where, we promoting them and then the league is promoting them, then other people promoting them. It helps. It all helps.
No doubt. And Pooh, there's a really big little pocket that, I know there's so many of these cameramen and so many of these social media guys, but there's a nice little pocket of girls basketball that's really not covered at all. That has some stars, just like the young lady we saw tonight. I mean, there's a lot of talent in the city for girls that are just really being slept on. Just like you said, that tournament that was here. I mean, the gauntlet that our girls went through to verse some of those teams that they did. I mean, the schedule was stacked against them, you know. So just shout out the girls, man. They're definitely trending up in the right direction.
No doubt. And salute to my guy BG and the whole Exodus staff that put on that event. And, you know, he was telling me, he said, you know, we want to challenge our girls, but we want to bring in the best and let them play against the best.
Yeah.
And our girls competed, you know what I'm saying, in every form of fashion. And, you know, we know that them playing in front of all those coaches and along with those big time players that did, that's a lot of them going to get looks and scholarships as well. So that's how it works.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. I love that. And, you know, we transitioned to some boys. We got to go over this week, man. It's been crazy.
All right, before we go, I definitely want to share this quick highlight of Miss London. I want to make
Challenor.
Challenor, that's right, Challenor.
Like Chalamet.
Woo!
Oh, man. We talked about her height, but the heart, man.
Yeah, but she got handles, man. She get right to it.
Yeah, the toughness, dude. Oh.
Triple threat. Attacking, pull up.
Crazy.
Woo! All net.
You can tell she's been super trained and highly skilled.
Yes.
Mm. What a star.
Yeah. She's ready for the big time. For sure.
Oh man. If you're just in so many of those conferences, why would you not take a chance on a girl like that?
Yeah. Listen, you know, again, I don't care who you playing against. Putting up those kind of numbers every night is not an easy feat.
Yeah, and she checked so many boxes, right? The good parents, people that get it and understand it, they've been there, you know, and her attitude, her love for the game. I mean, that's someone who loves the game. You know, that's hard to find.
She got the family. She got the grassroots people.
Yep.
She got an NBA player.
Just
that's all in her tribe.
Deanna Gaines, right?
Right. Those are all the boxes you want to check, having all the right people in your corner and not the BAC. Is that did I got it right?
Jesus, the BAC. Bad Advice Crew. That's right.
Thank you for breaking it down for me, for sure. The bad.
Well, you got some scary initials around there, so I know you're locked
in. No doubt, no doubt.
Is that coined by our good friend Tiny Morton, or is that yours?
No, it's Tiny, the one. Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you. Listen, he coined that phrase, man. He was like, you know, and he said, I was like, yo, I'm stealing it. You know, I'm giving him publishing right now.
And what do you think of the crowd at that Naz Eagle game? A lot of people there.
Naz always get a good crowd.
Yeah, I'm talking about there were some media people there. There was a lot of crowd. You know, our guy
they always
Shake, Tippy in the building. You know, Hoop Dreams. A lot of people were there. Mello.
big time. Look, when you got Eagle Academy, Brooklyn, and Nas playing, is always a good look. People know they're gonna get a good game, good competition. If you didn't hear what we said about the game is on the YouTube channel. We're commentating the game and playing the back, man. We knocked it out the park again, bro.
That's because I got you, my brother.
Nah, man. Listen, we make a good team. But for the most part, Nas, there's too many turnovers, too many quick shots, not too much movement on the ball, and that kind of put them behind. And every time they try to make that jump, Eagle was right there to punch him right back in the face and put him down and put him back 10 more points.
I just can't believe how impressive the Eagle balance is that's developed in the program. Talking to some of their assistant coaches, they're just so happy with how these guys are, developing offensively. They're always going to want more toughness, more defense, but they really love how these guys are gelling. Our guy, Amir Dockery, looked tremendous again. Him and Lee Robinson forming one of the deadliest backcourts in the city.
And his kid still had 17 points, and he had he didn't play well.
No. He missed a lot of shots.
But just imagine if he hit those shots. It's easy a 30-bucket game.
I thought their defense combined those two. I mean, they had so many steals. That's Naz's problem. It's almost just like in football. You can't have a bad quarter. Same thing with Naz. Whenever they kind of let their foot off the gas, the games get away from them against these high-quality teams because they're good enough to hang in every game. I mean, AJ Moody's hitting threes from all over. He continues to look very impressive. They got to get Delgado more looks. And Jaden Blakemore continues to look like a guy who could be an impact player.
For sure. Hold on for a sec.
I mean, Eagle, 4 guys over 10 points, though. Balance. Tons of balance. And Cromwell still had some impact plays.
But this is what I was talking to you about yesterday when you said, do you think that, do I think Eagle run too many sets? And I'm saying they have the team to do that because at any given moment, somebody's going to get that ball and do something well with it. And when the ball is moving the way they have that ball moving, man, you're at their mercy.
Listen, it's one of those things, Pooh. It's like a complaint. I hate to do football again, or basketball. It's like, oh, we have too many point guards. It's like, all right, that's a good thing, If it's that's our complaint that we're running too many sets, it's like things are going great in Eagle BK. You know what I mean? With all the drama everywhere else, I just think it's comical. I think they should run more sets. They do great under out of bounds. And listen. You say that, some people say, oh, they don't let these guys play. What are they averaging? 75, 80 points in the PSAL? I mean, they had 70 against Nas, and they didn't even shoot it that well.
Not at all.
No.
So just imagine those buckets that they shot that hit the front of the rim.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like it was completely off. They just it wasn't high enough.
Yeah, and when we see our guy Amir Dockery shoot like that, I'd love to see him shoot a couple more shots. But, Robinson's an assertive player. He had a lot of good looks. And, in the zone, you kind of take what you get, and Naz did a lot of zone in that second half.
That's right. Let's check it out. Some highlights from yesterday.
Into the traffic. Pull up 3. Go!
This is his 3rd 3.
Into Delgado. They're doubling. You okay? Great move by Delgado. Bench 2, but Dylan Leon, instant offense. Good pump fake by Delgado. Doc to Dylan. Breaking down the zone. Into Howard Lane. Great pass by Hunter Frazier.
Guys playing for Brooklyn Pride right now.
Great pass by Robinson and a lane by Jaden Howard. Kamara, good layup. Up to Moody. Nobody guarding the ball. Blakemore. Tough shot, and he got it. Quick 4-ball run. Howard hitting the face up to Dockery. Layup.
All right, B, what you thought about the first quarter so far?
Really like what Eagles doing. I feel like they're controlling the pace, doing an excellent job, and getting us to turn the ball over. Got to get the ball to Delgado. And I just think keep getting the ball to Dockery and Robinson, keep running the plays. But here we go, Pooh. Let's get started.
Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Come on, man. Great job, B. Great job.
Thanks, my man.
No doubt. Hey, look, Eagle plays Luha tomorrow.
Ooh.
That's gonna be very interesting. See, now, again, when we watch Luha play against who they played against? Did they play against Paul Six? No, that was who did they play against? B and the Jordan brand. Didn't they play against Paul Six? Yes, they did play against Paul Six.
They did
play
play
against Jordan.
Paul.
Yes.
Correct.
And what I felt about them is they only had one guy who could score the ball consistently.
Mm.
Right? And that's my man. It was the name Caden
Allen.
Caden Allen, right? Now watching Musa year after year just become a glorified role player. Like, he would not shoot the ball.
Yeah.
He could do so many things. He won't shoot the ball.
Mm.
Right? And the point guard from the DC area,
Jamal
McKnight. He's good, but again, sometimes a little bit erratic. So with that spread out, but then their size may be overwhelming for Eagle. But who knows? When they had VJ Edgecombe there, for the first half, it was a good game.
Mm.
Right? And then the extreme talent kind of took over. But they had so many pieces and so many good players back then.
Yeah. And I think that since I would say the Jordan Holiday Classic, McKnight's had 2 or 3 really, really strong games. Caden Allen continues to be strong. Moose is playing a little bit more confidence, at least scoring more. And Dylan Mingo is back.
Oh.
Now, listen. I think Eagle 100% with how they're playing right now. If they come out running their stuff, controlling the game early, they could easily hang with Luhai. If they get in a track meet, they're in trouble. If they let their foot off the gas and let Luhai hang around, if they're not playing well, they're in trouble, right? It could get ugly quick. But I think Eagles in great shape. They're playing the best that they're playing their best basketball, and Luhai is still working things out. To be fair, they just got Mingo back. I think it's only his 3rd game of the season. Expect him to probably have the full green light. I think he's, fully feeling like himself again, which is a big problem for Eagle. But I think this is going to be a good matchup, Phil. I do.
Who wins, Luha or Stepanak?
Oh, wow. Luhai or Stepanak. Right now?
With everybody healthy, because everybody's back.
Yeah, well, Adonis still on a minutes restriction. I don't know about Mingo on a minute restriction. I think he played over 20-something minutes last game, so he's pretty close to playing shape.
If it's a month from now, I'm not talking about right now. A month from now, like it's playoff time.
Oh,
when everybody's healthy.
Yeah, right now, I lean Stepanak by a very small margin. Very small margin. I got to see Luhai play better. Whatever their record is right now, I know it's not good. But, Coach Buck always gets these guys playing their best basketball, especially toward playoff time. He knows how important it is. That's what these guys do. But right now, I'm leaning Stepanak.
He said, we are
Try
going
to
to see
get in
who is official and who is JV, as dude once said.
trouble.
Hey, listen. I don't think
We're talking
Eagle.
about the varsity right now. I'll tell you
Yeah,
that.
yeah. We talking about what Scooter said. Nah, that's for sure. That's for sure. And if Eagle fares well,
100%, 100%. Play their game. I think, their 5 against Lehigh's 5 right away is really good. Now, does Eagle have the depth? If they get in foul trouble, they're in big trouble. Jaden Howard has to stay on the floor. He fouled out. We've seen Hunter Frazier in foul trouble. Both of these guys have to stay on the floor for Eagle to have a chance.
no doubt. Early on, I sent you this, right? Because this is how it stands right now, right?
Yeah,
You have
rankings, right? Yep.
yes, right? Stepinac, Eagle Academy, Brooklyn, Eagle Academy, Bronx, Thomas Jefferson, St. Francis Prep, Naz, Cardinal Hayes, Zavarian, Christ the King, St. Raymond's, Iona Prep, Holy Cross, Forest Hills,
Wow.
Brandeis, South Shore, Susan Wagner, Canarsie was up in the top 10. Now they down to 17. That was the biggest drop out of everyone.
Yeah.
Eagle Academy Queens is doing well.
I like that.
They're still leading their division. St. John's Prep, they went down to Fordham Prep, but you still got to keep them in there that one game. I think, after that they won't lose any more games. And Achievement First is still undefeated in their division.
Solid list, boo. Solid list. Lot of teams up for debate. A lot of teams. I mean, by the way, man, shout out to Terriers, bro. They are red hot. How about that? Them in the top 5.
Yeah, they're moving up. They're moving on up like the Jeffersons.
And now, Pooh, with some of the things going on at Jefferson, do you think they drop if these Trevor Lewis rumors are true?
Well, right now I think he's staying.
Okay.
There's been a lot of rumors out there on the streets, but I think the best bet right now, if everything's still gonna work in his favor, far as he finishing up his senior year, in the same fashion which he started, because he was always a major part of that team.
Yeah,
he was a freshman. Yeah, I think it's important that he definitely finished out the year there, and it puts Jefferson still in the conversation, right? They're still in the conversation. They will be in the Final Four if no one knocks them off, like a South Shore, right? They run into South Shore again, and hopefully things a little bit different. But South Shore is one of those teams that in the right day, the right time, they can knock you off.
dude, there's some hunters, man. They were at the game at Naz, sitting right behind the Eagle bench. They're locked in. They're really together, that group. So that's a team to look out for, man.
Yeah, definitely. Hold on for a sec. Let me check this out. Salute to my guy, Charnel Scott, head coach for John Jay. I've been going to see John Jay play for a couple of years now, and definitely will get down there and see them. Let me see. They're in the 3A. John Jay is 6-5. They're in the same conference as George Westerhouse, who is 10-1. Right? So it seems like they're gonna win that outright. Then you have William E. Grady, who is 9-1. Okay, Lafayette is 7-1. So again, the usual suspects.
Yeah.
are in positions to win this again, and you know, we'll see how everything else turns out. Achievement First still haven't lost the game, 11-0. Bedford Academy is right behind them at 9-2. They could knock someone off.
Shout out, Coach.
7-4, right? So Rob Phelps had his team playing very well. I went to see them play down in Robeson, who looks good, and they're building something special down there. So it's going to take them a couple of years for them to get that right, and for them to recruit the way they need to recruit and get some players inside there, you know. But for the most part, that's how it's looking, man. I'm going to drop this soon, and then my top 20 players will be out soon as well.
Hey, love that.
This is where I get to piss off some more people. You know what I'm saying? That's what listen, B, that's what it's all about sometimes. It's all about pissing some people off.
No doubt.
I love to piss people off because everybody think they know what the hell they talking about. And for right now, I'm gonna give a sneak peek, and this list could change. This list could change, but if you on this show right now, you're getting a sneak peek of what my top 20 may look like. All right. Of course, you got Mr. Jarvis still at number 1, Darius at number 2, Big O at number 3, Adonis at number 4. Even though he hasn't been playing, you still cannot say that you can give me 4 or 5 plays better than him. All right?
Yeah.
So depending on how much he's come back, he may not be on the list when it comes out. But for right now, he sits at number 4. Rich Jackson, Malik Fields, Hassan Karesi. He's definitely moved up. He was down in the double digits. I think he was at number 8 before. Now he's at number 7. Javon Webb, who was very impressed with the last time I seen him. Lee Robinson has jumped on the board. He has jumped on the board and into the top 10.
Wow.
Okay, he wasn't even on the board the first time. Denham Troutman went from the number 20th player to the number 10th player.
Wow.
Denham Troutman is leading his team in scoring. One of the top scorers in the PSAL. Hunter Frazier, definitely steady at number 11. He still has that place locked. Hunter, I feel if he wants to become a dominant player, he needs to be able to score consistently down low over players who he's bigger than. Now, he does in certain points, but there's a lot of times when he misses his first shot and have to get it back, or he keeps the ball near his waist and he loses the ball a lot in that situation. But I've seen that consistently. But he's someone that you still got to contend with, because every missed shot that Eagle have for the outside, he's there to clean up the mess. And he also can step outside to shoot the short jump shot and the 3. So, and he's, get a tons of block shots as well. J.J. Addison from wings, he's the one that's keeping them there, even though they're sitting at number 3 right now in the Manhattan Bronx 4A. P.J. Singleton took a tremendous drop. He was in the top 10. Now he's down to number 13. A.J. Moody has moved in to the top 14. Excuse me. Another player that you may see on here, if Adonis is out of here, especially depending on how he plays tonight, is Christian from Zavarian. So we're going to look and see how he plays tonight, coming off that ankle injury. Johnny Magna is at 15. Mir Cummings, who's playing absolutely out of his mind lately, because he's taken on the role of being a more well-rounded player than just trying to be a scorer. And we talked about that, right? And that's taking this game to the next level. Cameron Boyd dropped off a little bit, but he's still a Division I player, and still got Brandeis. I think they're sitting at number 2. I'm not sure. Let me see. Hold on for a sec. Yeah, Brandon sits at number 2, at 8-2, right under Eagle Academy, and Wing sits at number 3, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you gotta have Daquan Bryant, in the A division. Levi Sylvester jumped on the top 20, and also Richard Fernandez, the leading scorer for the whole A division in the Captain School League.
Not
So that's
bad,
how we
baby.
looking. That's how we looking right now.
Not bad.
And I only talk about who I see. I know. What about Westerhouse? I need to go see Westerhouse. We always talked about that, B. So, once this weather break, we gotta go check out Westerhouse at Westerhouse, man. I think that'll be cool.
I like that.
Yeah, definitely. Robertson needs to win against Transit Tech this Tuesday to make the playoffs. Yeah, man.
That's going to be a tall task, man.
That's going to be a very tall task. I just think, again, Roberson's in rebuilding mode. Coach Phil Grant's first year, and he's there trying to put the pieces together. And again, you take the young guys and you build them and you go through the process with them. Same thing Mo Hicks is doing up at Cardinal Spellman. He got a whole bunch of young guys that he's going to grow with and develop them. And by the time they're juniors and seniors, they'll be ready to rock and roll, baby. Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't bet against Roberson for too long.
Not at all. Not at all. I own a prep 56, 36 on scaling to start the fourth. Whoa.
Yeah, a lot of games today, for sure, man. Like you said, I think Malloy plays cross. St. Francis Prep is a variant today. Big game.
Yeah, man. Scaling dropped out the top 20. They definitely dropped out the top 20. They're not playing well at all. And
too inconsistent, Pooh.
For sure.
I mean, a team that's got pieces, man.
Crazy. And look, depending on Javon Webb, and again, if your team is in the dumps, then you're not carrying them to where you need to carry them. Because I think he's such a dynamic player, and if he's still waiting for the ball, and if he's playing point forward or point center, it's not going to benefit his team because he needs to put the ball in the basket.
Yeah.
And be a dominant force.
Now he's got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive, especially on this back half of the senior year.
Yeah.
Do or die time, man. Do or die time. But he's a guy who could go to a lot of places and be a guy right away.
Yeah, but does he have a scholarship locked down?
I don't know. I haven't heard much about us on the recruitment side. So
St. Francis Prep over Zavarian 66-50.
Oh,
look, St. Francis Prep.
They're hot, man.
They are super hot. Now, of course, we were saying, they guards, and they guards started to improve and started to do well. And I think once Coach started having more confidence in his freshman, Austin Dotton, who again, he's a 6 feet, 5'11" point guard who can steal with a press. He's tall. He can pass. He's not afraid of the big moments. Keyshawn White, who's been playing fantastic. He's been playing fantastic. Keyshawn White reminds me of a young Malik Sealy.
Oh, holy smokes. That's wild.
Same body type. Kind of moves in silence, silky smooth, not aggressive, right? And Malik wasn't aggressive. He was smooth, but he was wiry, strong, and he wasn't afraid of the contact. And I think now Keyshawn is growing into that.
Yeah, I mean, he is kind of growing into that, if that's, how you would describe Sealy. He's a bit of a silent killer. He's waiting his turn. He's trying to figure out his place. And, a lot of these guys from prep are just stepping up. Big O is being more productive. I know he's shooting a ton, but, man, he's just been such a force inside. He gets doubled a lot. Our guy DeSenna's playing great defense, scoring when need to be. Eli Murray, stepping up, having some games here and there.
His confidence.
Yeah, him and Don are huge right now, with I mean, and even their other guys are starting to come along. So, watch out for prep, man. Wow.
Algar CK's all points. St. Anthony 63-61 over Holy Trinity. I just put up an article on Matt Doherty today in Holy Trinity from back in the day.
Did you really? Wow.
Yeah. Throwback for sure. And Fordham Prep over Salesian. Yes, I got that earlier. Even a freshman team. Fordham Prep beat the freshman team as well.
Oh, shout out my guy, Brian Caffer, baby. Big time. Yeah, shout out Fordham Prep, man. They deserve some credit. They got some nice wins this year.
Let's try to get one of the guys up here next week.
Done deal. We'll get it done.
Let's make that happen, man. They're making some noise. They're shaking up the room, and they beat St. John's Prep, who we didn't think they was gonna lose a game this year.
Yeah, and I even want to shout out the guys who were Catholic School Player of the Week. Supreme Hinton from Mount. I've been a huge fan. We just talked about his offer. Fairleigh Dickinson, Kenyatta Wilkinson.
Hold on. We, FDU in the house, baby. Gotta shout out FDU, baby.
We do. But yeah, they offered Supreme Hinton. They're involved in some other guys too, which is great to see. I love FDU, what they're doing in the recruitment world. So definitely glad we shouted them out. But I also shout out Kenyatta Wilkinson, St. Edmunds Prep, one of my guys, and Jake Youngblood, Cathedral Prep, another program doing their thing in the B. So shout out those three guys. And yeah, big night in the Catholic League and big week, man. It's such a great league, and them and the PSAL'S have been excellent this year.
Yeah, FDA beat Grady by 3, representing Manhattan Division with a 10-1 PSAL record.
Wow.
Salute FDA.
That's a monster win.
Yo, chill out, Puff. Relax.
You got to be going after your list, I'm sure.
Yeah, of course. Listen, he said, Como. It's got, look, when we can't put, unless you have a record of beating a 4A or a AA, can't put you above but we could definitely have you on the list. I always want to include a 3A and a 2A for the players and programs on the top 20 list because they belong as well. But if you want to be on the level or be above the level, gotta, show that you're on top of that level. So definitely.
Yeah, and listen, when you're on the lower levels, every mistake is magnified, especially, nothing that Soul Food has done anything wrong or Fernandez or anything.
Not at all.
But, when you don't go perfect, it definitely hurts your case a little bit, especially how we've seen them been so dominant to start. I didn't think they were going to lose to anybody, but
and they got two guys. And they got 2 guys on the list.
I was going to say 2 guys actually on the list.
He moved up a couple of slots. He moved up a couple of slots, but they got 2 guys on the list. Look, only the Steps. Stepanak, I know got Stepanak got 4.
Yeah, I don't even think you had a Holy Cross guy on there.
Eagle Bronx got 2. Eagle Brooklyn got 2. Those are top tier teams.
Yeah.
Jefferson had 2, 1 left. Now they down to 1.
Yeah, you had no Iona on there either. Some other schools that are up there on our list.
That's a fact.
1 guy from Hayes. So we'll see.
Hey, there's
going to be complaints, Como. I love Puff.
Come on, man. Listen, he watches it with the drip as well. We all do. Zip with the drip. Most entertaining guy on YouTube, and he's from New York, so we want to support our own.
Of course,
All
man.
right? No doubt. Hey, yo, B, anything else in news that you want to talk about before we get up out of here?
Nothing much, man. I'm, Long Island is slowly working its way toward the end of the season. I'm just super excited for this Levi Invitational in a couple weeks, and big weekend ahead. Hopefully, everybody stays safe with the snow. And Pooh, as always, stay in touch, man. Great episode, my man.
No doubt. Hey, listen, yesterday, I just want to let everybody know, had a great interview with my guy, Billy Singleton. Man. Man.
Then we were running late, so we shout out Billy for that.
Listen, I'm telling you, if you guys only knew, man, go check out that Billy Singleton interview. Is up right now on the channel. Billy Singleton, New York City Player of the Year, 1987. Definitely a star. His whole family starred at Stevenson. Both his sisters starred at Stevenson. One went on to LIU, one went to Northeastern, and his uncle is Ed Pinckney. All right, and then he went on to star at St. John's University and had a 16-year pro career overseas.
Wow.
And now he's one of the top guys over at the Knicks. All right, so we need some tickets, man. We'll pull up with dinner's on me. Dinner's on me.
That'd be nice, man. That'd be nice. And listen, also want to shout out our guy Dylan Mingo, committing soon, baby. Should be any day now.
Hopefully, man, we get him on the show, man. He'll keep it in the family and come on the show, man.
Well, we got most of the family on, so I'm sure Dylan we'll get an episode with Dylan.
We got to get a 3-4. We got to make sure we get all 3 brothers on there, man. Yo, CK, appreciate you jumping on the show last night, man. Yeah, it was a great interview. Thank you.
Yeah, CK, you're my guy, baby. Keep working for me behind the scenes. It's my guy up there, baby. All the info.
We keep saying we gotta bring CK on. The year's almost over. We gotta bring him on, B. Bring him on. Yo, CK, make sure you remind me, please. Send me a text. Do not send me an Instagram DM. Send me a text to remind me so we get you on next week, brother. All right? With that said, we about to get out of here. Thank you. London, for coming on. We appreciate you. Keep doing big things. And the rest of the city, stay on point. You never know. It may be your turn.
Thank you, London, so much. Keep balling, NYC.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's right. We're here. We out. IB, stay safe.
Be good. Travel safe.